Welcome to the Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for March 19th, 2021. An op-ed by 60-plus Chairman Jim Martin and 60-plus President Saul states, seniors need access to telemedicine services. Frivolous litigation could block it. Telemedicine services, which depend on high-speed broadband, have literally been a lifesaver during the pandemic. By using their smartphones, tablets, or computers to handle their healthcare issues, seniors have been able to manage conditions, get advice from experts, or even receive virtual care without running the risk of possible virus exposure in a medical facility. Unfortunately, one roadblock to continued advancement of telemedicine and life-saving technology that we've seen before is popping up again, in the form of a profit-motivated patent infringement lawsuit wrongly filed at the International Trade Commission by patent trolls and opportunistic companies acting like trolls. The latest example of ITC misuse comes from Ericsson in its filing asking for an exclusion order against Samsung that would bar the U.S. importation of many of Samsung's communication devices Ericsson alleges have infringed on its patent rights. Ericsson's actions mimic those employed by patent trolls, companies that are in the business of trumping up litigation based on dubious patent infringement claims, not to actually protect their patent rights, but to instead persuade legitimate businesses to pay them off in exchange for dropping the lawsuits. We would strongly encourage you to read the full op-ed by clicking on the link in the description below. An article from Fox News reports, McConnell says Senate will be a 100-car pileup if Dems nuke filibuster as progressives clamor to nix rule. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell threatened on Tuesday to turn the Senate into a 100-car pileup and block even the most basic aspects of its business if Democrats get rid of the legislative filibuster as progressives are asking. McConnell made the comments in a floor speech that was similar to others he previously made during times of increased chatter about getting rid of the filibuster.
This chaos would not open up an express lane to liberal change. It would not open up an express lane for the Biden presidency to speed into the history books. The Senate would be more like a 100-car pileup. Nothing moving. And then there's the small matter that majorities are actually never permanent. The last time a Democratic leader was trying to start a nuclear exchange, I remember offering a warning. I said my colleagues would regret it a lot sooner than they thought. And just a few years and a few Supreme Court vacancies later, many of our Democratic colleagues said publicly that they did.
Progressives are pushing Democrats to get rid of the practice, which some see as a key to forcing collaboration in the Senate, but some Democrats say is a relic of the Jim Crow era. And finally, Bloomberg reports, GOP Senators allege Biden broke law with a halt to border wall construction. Senate Republicans accuse President Joe Biden of breaking federal budget law when he ordered a halt to construction of a southern border wall and say the action contributed to a surge in illegal border crossings. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell and 39 other Republicans wrote a letter to the Government Accountability Office on Wednesday seeking an investigation into the president's actions, which they allege violate a 1974 act forbidding the executive branch from refusing to spend money appropriated by Congress. The letter states, on January 20th, in one of the first official acts of his presidency, Joseph Biden suspended border wall construction and ordered a freeze of funds provided by Congress for that purpose. In the weeks that followed, operational control of our southern border was compromised and a humanitarian and national security crisis has ensued. The fiscal 2021 spending bill that Congress passed in December has $1.4 billion for border wall and related spending. And that concludes your Saul's Newsstand News Rewind for March 19th, 2021. For more political news faster, visit saulsnews.com.